Hello, Art.
This is Donald speaking, and I'm Joe. Today I have returned to St. Alvin to review the advancements of this elaborate project. It's a significant endeavour, isn't it? Why don't I share with you what my department aims to accomplish?
Let's begin with a brief overview. Essentially, the initial layout consisted of a 4-bedroom house. What I propose is to create an extended section at the back and integrate it seamlessly. The front extension, visible to everyone, will also receive an addition. Let's discuss the spire that was incorporated. Initially, it was intended as a separate area. The front section had been joined to the outer wall, with the house extended outward to some extent, approximately by 1 meter. The previous porch was combined and seamlessly integrated, followed by a horizontal adjustment to establish this reception area. The more shocked I became, utility became bigger and bigger when I entered this room.
So when I see some bricks, they are actually new bricks, but I usually, just like this situation, I try my best to pick bricks and open a parental order. Originally, when I look at the house bricks, I will be beautiful. It's pleasing to the eye and scary.
Wrong, let's continue to talk about burying it. It's just a room. In addition to making a back extension and a front extension, it's also a whole house decoration. Another aspect involves dismantling the current kitchen to install an entirely new one. That's the essence of the plan.
It's quite all right, especially for a young family. Still, I encourage you to assess the progress of our venture.
Well, before I entered, I passed a patch first. The depth of the porch is about 1 meter, and there are some building materials in the house. The original old point check, so I helped tear it down as if it was just the same. Let's say it, just pull the front extension and the project into a horizontal line so that the appearance of the room will be even more beautiful and spectacular. Okay, I'm entering the house. I pass through this corridor first. There is a single set toilet on my left-hand side, and the home process is only laying water pipes and burying wires. The interior decoration hasn't even started. So let's walk into the living room before it was widened. In fact, the space is very large, but how much space will there be after the home is widened? It's even easier to use, as you can see, when I go to the process at home. I actually have already batched the dust, so I have to apply sandpaper and do the painting process at the same time. Before burying the files and burying the paint, in fact, according to the requirements of the owner, I have already helped relay the wires. According to the required position, the lamp position has been set up and the number of places are buried together. So everyone saw the floor on the camera, but the home is soaked like stones. In fact, this one doesn't protect the floor, but there is no floor under because it is. The homeowner envisions the entire house equipped with water heating and floor heating systems. On the ground floor, the setup feels intense. Some flooring has been placed, preparations for water heating have begun, and I'll elaborate on this in the dining region. Connecting the kitchen and dining area was achieved skillfully, though requiring substantial effort. The external wall was adapted to accommodate a metal rod spanning the room horizontally for support. This hefty beam, approximately 8 meters in length, demanded a team of 8 people to position it. The project is intricate and labor-intensive, underscoring the challenges of home improvement. Evaluating this completed step reveals the painstaking attention and investment that went into enhancing the space effectively. Usually you will see a beam position, but it is completely tied to the home, hiding a ceiling degree because the owner asked to say that he didn't want to see a formation at the beginning and he didn't want it either, so there was a column degree. So if there are columns, I can separate 2 public irons, which will be relatively easier, and the workload will be reduced. However, the owner requires it. I want it to be more beautiful, and I want it. It's beautiful, so I need an 8-meter smart iron. If you make a full connected iron across the transaction, you will get this 3-meter extension. When the 3-meter extension comes here, you can take a look at it and get a sense of space. It will feel wider than the previous location. The reason is that the roof has a roof design and an inclined roof design. Well, I made full use of the space to make a turning and made a ceiling along the slope of the roof. It was such a disguised ceiling. It was full and the height was about 0, so it felt like it was even wider, and the sun and buried light were so fierce that the location at the entrance of my house was close to the kitchen. There would be a row of cabinets plus a medium height of 2 meters. So by then, if the kitchen is finished, I believe it will be quite spectacular. I will tell you how much knowledge about water and floor heating and the same laying method as the buried system, so I will lay it and immerse it. Well, I call it OSB board. This kind of board is specially used for water and floor heating because all the boards have already painted potholes. The potholes are perfectly good, and you can get a water pipe for fit. I can do it when I need it. There is a layer of stones on the surface of the stone so that a water pipe can be plugged in. What are the characteristics of this kind of board? What's the use of burying it together? Usually an OSB version uses a roof. The characteristics of the structure of the buried room are due to its strong structure, environmental protection, low formaldehyde, and stability of the buried room. It is so scary, so it is very suitable for building structures and buried roofs, or even it's like doing floor heating, but there are many kinds of floor heating, and one is one of the methods. You can take a look at it at home because the surface is dipped in stone paper and it will also work. The stone paper is tied at the time. When doing water floor heating, the heat energy will not be lost too quickly and you can see it all. Just dig holes and it is not even a straight line. There are also curves. With these curves, I can use them. When laying water pipes, I can make a snake cake shape and lay it. It's an area, and the area I need won't be reached. Some places are warm and some places are not warm. I will immediately demonstrate my water floor heating. If you do it like this, I will first open a small part of the pothole, first look at the size, and then turn over my special water pipe for plumbing. My shape and size are all perfect, but it's stuck. That's all right. So when it's time to turn, just bend the very general. And by analogy, if you do it like this, you can spread it all over the room and there will be floor heating in every place. After I finish the process of laying water pipes, I will do it. The floor is directly laid on the top, but it's not like that. Above me, there is a layer of cover with a layer of protection. It's all an accessory from the plumbing company. You can see it. In fact, there is already a degree of drying pitfalls, that is, drying words. When will you listen to the location of the water pipe? When I screw it, just avoid the positions of these water pipes, and that's it. If you are so scared, just follow the arrangement method. With the shape of the flip pipe, at that time, just turn over the corresponding place and knock over the screws to fix the board. First, then lay my lemonade, or yen can be fine. Then my home is buried on the side. It's the old living room with a spire on the top of the appearance. In the past, it was tied to an indoor and it was tied to a flat roof. I just opened it with a flat roof and a fake ceiling. Then after that, you will live along this inclined top position. Just make the same batch of clay tablets and I can make full use of this space to raise the floor of the building to the highest level, because originally the floor of the building was only tied to 2 meters of pine and the upper floor was about 6.7 meters. When people pulled it off, they all felt that the situation was a little too fast. But after the house was raised to the bottom of the building, it felt like it was immediately scared. However, when I didn't add 1C on Weibo, I immediately received an echo. Well, you can see that the master and his family are doing a batch process. So I will flatten the wall first, that is, I will pull out the level, and then just hang a net on the wall to prevent it from cracking. After following it, go to the surface of the net first, and then make a batch file. After the batch file is finished, it's just like I did. If the living room is so scary, it will be light pink, and then do the painting and burying sandpaper processes, okay? What about the part? I'm done looking at it. Why don't I go to a utility room and bury it? After passing behind this utility room, there is actually a room, but I just put the clutter at home. It's so messy, so I just bothered to let everyone see it. What about me? And what about a new TT room? I just put my boiler and meter, all the consumer units, all will be placed in this position so tight, and the washing machine will be placed. What about the headphones? Making full use of this space is actually a room with its own utility. How happy is it? When washing clothes or drying clothes, it won't make noise with people in the house. Okay, I've finished looking at it. I might as well go upstairs and take a look at it. I can take a look at it first. In fact, there are 4 rooms plus a family bar room, and a ceramic piece is buried together. I will take a look at a family bar room first. However, the home project is still going on tightly, so I will cling to the tiles and finish it together. I saw that most of the tiles were done tightly, but in fact the house had already been attached to the sun and the seams were hooked. The location of the wires was also reserved, and the location of the water pipes and faucets was also reserved. The location of the buried tank was all ready for drying. So there are a few special places, just the location of the tank behind the wall. According to the owner's requirements, I just made a feature-like wall body with a few features and tied a wood grain straight strip shape wood grain brick. In fact, the effect is so beautiful when it comes out. Even if it is paired with the grey and cement pattern wall tiles, the effect is actually pretty good, and everyone can see it at home. It's an air. The wall-mounted toilet is on the back of the toilet. Because of this seat, I just made a water tank seat. I was so scared that I just turned over a box. Follow the other face, then flip over the tile bag and flip over the water tank. It feels like it's much bigger. It's so scary. It's so good. What about this bathroom? That's it. Why don't I go and look at the other rooms? It's one of them facing my back garden room. What's the upstairs floor? The painting process has already started. So downstairs, just wait for the upstairs to be finished and then slowly go downstairs to be scared. When you go home, let's start with the bottom 7 first and bury it together to make a sanding. So later, after the owner picks the color, I will be frightened with the above 7. In addition, all the lights have been reserved for sun exposure, opening the sun exposure hole and inserting the soda. In addition, for the radiator, I also reserve water pipes. As soon as the radiator comes, I can install it. That's all right, that's part. I've finished looking at each room and everyone can see it at home. In fact, my first floor and the whole floor have already been laid for sun exposure, but after I finish laying the floor, because the project is being carried out tightly so, I'll just use some protective material and cover it just in case when my project is in a hurry, it will scratch the whole flowers. It's the same for every room. The bottom 7 processes are done. In addition, all the anchor lines, door edge lines, etc. are installed and dry because this room is basically completely blown up and completely dismantled. Basically, everything is tied up at the eye, including the doors, and the home is installed, but I still have a process to do. Dusong is going to hold the ash, and my friends are so scared that they are first soaked in the base oil. After that, I will soak in more oil and then add more soaked in the base oil so that there is no oil. After looking at one room, I went to isolate the other room and looked at myself when I looked at this room. In the front garden, I survey my own driveway. What is the main draw? At the beginning of home setup, I will perform the 7 steps of bottom tightening, making it secure on the ceiling. Anyone can look down and be amazed. A room is essentially a suite. There is a suite on my right hand. The center of the pool has already been secured. Then I can go in and let everyone have a look, but the installation procedures, including the lifting plate, the buried mirror cabinet, etc., have not been installed, but all the tiles on the wall have been pasted, the sun is well, and there is another tank, trade, installation, bath bottle, all of which have been installed, and the sun is well, so it's just about the shower heads. Just see the astrolabe, mirror cabinet, etc. After being scared, it's all right. And when it's finished, I'm scared. In the end, there is actually another room, all looking out at my front garden. It's just a room, but it's full of building materials, so it's inconvenient for me to go in and have a look. Okay, what's the floor upstairs? Just finish watching the head.
First, let me show you the room located in Sex Alvin R Detached House LA. And after reading the progress of the project, will you feel so envious? Because this room, in fact, I saw a frame inside it. Basically, the hospital rest work has been finished. Wow, it's actually so big. It's scary. The layout is buried together. It works well. In fact, it's so scary. Are you thinking about buying another room for yourself?
It's simply jealous. I saw it myself. I like it so much. I really want to buy it, but I can't buy the money in my wallet. It should be enough to buy 2 street bricks.
Your family is very humble. In fact, you represent the younger generation and you have ample time to accumulate wealth. Buying a room amounts to just a few houses, and renovating it is possible for you. Believe the system can be achieved.
It's nearly my dream home. Everyone can witness it. In reality, there are countless halls on the first floor below, and I'm at a loss on how to label these areas. It features a reception room, living room, and dining room. One dining room is referred to as the old dining room, but it still serves as a dining space. What should I do?
When the owner thinks about it, the more he thinks about it, is it a playroom for children, or is it a movie room? Is it a movie room? Is it a movie? Is it... Sometimes.
Have you thought that your own house can be a cinema?
Alas, I'm so envious, I feel scared.
Kay's scared, so the children are so happy.
La Tai Tai, so happy. Sometimes I call the owner, and if the department comes, I may be invited to dinner, which will be frightened.
Yes, I'm about to make popcorn. Okay, let's talk about burial. In fact, except for the rooms downstairs, that is, the number of departments and halls, in fact, the whole room can be called 5 rooms because there are already 4 rooms upstairs. What about downstairs? Actually, through a utility. After that, there is a gas room behind it, and there is a gas room because I put too much sundries in front of me. I will let everyone see it. In fact, strictly speaking, it is a 5-bedroom independent house.
Tai, scared, bury Christmas Alvin's own place. It's all a relatively Havishire, it's an expensive area, and the home is the same room, which can be upgraded. I believe it's all helping the house increase in value a lot. I'm also dependent on it. I'm dependent on it. Although it's dependent on it, it's not done. Hey, I will do the interior decoration soon, but my home hasn't done the interior decoration yet. I already feel that it's so right and scary. I'm looking forward to it. After the interior decoration is finished, I can show you. Let's see it. After the drying is finished inside.
Effect high points?
What's the effect?
Wrong. In fact, it's so rare because each room has 4 rooms. That is, there are 4 rooms upstairs, and there is a gas room below. In fact, all the rooms are large and distributed well. How big is each room? That is, there is 1.5 rooms in Ningding. Angle bedroom, mama. All rooms can accommodate a double bed and the area is not small. In addition, there is a master room and there is a belly button. What about the old house? Lao Tzu is so scared. In fact, it's so rare to have a navel.
Wrong. In fact, it's impossible for you to be scared and buried even when you see a room. The size of the toilet suite is so scared. How rare is it? This is a relatively old house and there are so many toilets, so what? Considering options, seeing similarly, first finding hopeful like types, increasing potential.
Yeah, I hope it's okay. I'll find a lot by then. Remember to show you around, okay? That's all I'll share today. What if you can see the most favorite part of the room? You are welcome to leave a message for me to listen to, so I will share more decoration projects with you next time. So if you like it, can I share it this time? Remember to like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel so I will share more decoration projects with you next time. See you next time. Bye.
We have many years of experience in property development and renovation in London, UK. Our team is highly experienced and we can provide comprehensive property development services, including property purchase, transaction inspection, architectural design, planning permission applications, communication with government departments, actual project execution, and progress follow-up, among others. Our services cover Greater London and nearby areas. If you're interested in learning more about our services, you can email us and you can also visit us. Visit our website to take a look at the projects we have completed in the past.